It is Wednesday, the week is almost over, we're halfway through, and with this video, I wanted to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to dive into today includes a new PlayStation 3 update that just dropped, PlayStation 5 Performance Fix update now live, Sony is dominating in sales and by a big margin, and a big PlayStation 5 exclusive has been insanely well optimized. First, yes or no, do you have a PlayStation 3 currently or not? We're going to talk about it today, a PlayStation 3 story today, obviously, but how many of you actually still own a PlayStation 3? So comment below, yes or no, if you own a PlayStation 3 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, PS5 dominating in sales. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, Xbox Series XS have sold 18.5 million versus PlayStation 5's 30 million, analysis firm estimates. Xbox doesn't tend to release console sales figures unless significant milestones have been reached, meaning there are no official figures for how Xbox Series X and S systems have performed. However, in a newly published review of the console market in 2022, and peer analysis Piers Harding Rolls estimated that 18.5 million consoles have been sold by the end of last year. Harding Rolls notes that while sales of both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X were held back due to ongoing stock shortages, Xbox managed to slightly increase its share of unit sales over the past year due to the more widely available Xbox Series S. However, he notes the level of demand for Series S during the holiday season, even with pricing promotions, we saw some crazy ones, suggests that it does not have the high-end pull of its bigger brother. So it's not crazy that we're hearing that the Xbox Series S helped push sales numbers, but it's interesting to note that even with more supply available for the Series S, it wasn't as popular as the Series X. The narrative has kind of been that the Series S has a lot of people buying it, so it was interesting to just read this, even though we saw some crazy pricing promotions for the Series S, but I guess that should have been a sign that they're really trying hard to get these consoles out there. PS5 is looking to hit a 2-to-1 ratio soon, especially with the big promotion Sony just did for the PlayStation 5 and the new level of available stock for the console there is now. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PS5 Performance Fix update now live. Reading from Push Square, a new update for The Legend of Dragoon is available to download now, supposedly fixing the recently released RPG's technical issues. As you might have read last week, the emulated PlayStation 1 Classic, which is a part of PlayStation Plus Premium, launched with a bunch of performance problems. These issues ranged from bugged visuals to full-on soft locks during combat, forcing players to either restart the game or rewind and play it differently. A nasty memory leak was also reported, which eventually leads to garbled audio and yet more soft locks if you play for an extended period of time. Frankly, it just wasn't good enough, but at least a patch has been pushed sooner rather than later. We can't find any official patch notes at the time of writing, but we're already seeing players say that the aforementioned soft locking issue has been solved. Hopefully that's the end of that. The update itself is just under 100 megabytes. So this is awesome news for those that want to play The Legend of Dragoon. I said this would be the key title to please people when it came to PlayStation Plus Premium, so it was surprising but also not surprising to hear it had performance issues. It was surprising because it's a big title, so I thought Sony would make sure it ran well, but it's also not as surprising considering we've had issues with classic titles on PlayStation 5 multiple times now since the launch of PlayStation Plus Premium. But you guys let me know if you're playing The Legend of Dragoon or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, PlayStation 3 update news. So this was out of nowhere and really caught people kind of off guard that the PlayStation 3 received a new update in 2023. Reading from Insider Gaming, dust off that old PlayStation 3 because Sony has made it clear that the system isn't dead yet. The company has released a new firmware update version 4.90 for the nearly 17-year-old console. An update to the PlayStation 3 system software was released on February 28, 2023, Sony says on its PlayStation website. In order to download the update, you need a minimum of 200 megabytes of free space. That's a crazy amount of space. You got to make that up. 200 megabytes of free space on either the PlayStation 3 hard disk drive or on a removable storage media, so an extended drive. As far as what this firmware firmware update does, you might want to sit down for this one. This system software update improves system performance, the company says. That's a key piece of information. A lot of detail there. So even though we don't have official word as to what this update is for, many have guessed it's to stop jailbreakers from hacking the console, but the better theory made is that it's updating security measures for when connecting to the PlayStation Network, since the console to this day is still connected to the service. If you're jailbreaking the console, you're not going to be able to connect to the PlayStation Network at all, since you don't have official firmware, so you'll get flagged if you're trying to connect to the service. That's why it makes more sense that this is more upkeep when connecting to the PlayStation Network, because again, the PlayStation 3 is still online to this day. In the end, that's just a guess, but hey, if you have a PlayStation 3 you still play, you have a new update in 2023. And now diving into the final story of the video, insane PlayStation 5 game optimization news. Final Fantasy 16 had a recent news wave of information in regards to its performance. The demo for the game releasing 2 weeks before the launch of the game, which is this summer on June 22nd, details on the combat, etc. I'll have those links in the description for you guys to check out more information there. The insane piece of information is the optimization levels of this game. Genki over on Twitter summarized a section from 4Gamer in regards to Final Fantasy 16, stating, Final Fantasy 16 producer Naoki Yoshida said that Final Fantasy 16 was optimized for PlayStation 5 with technical support from Sony Interactive Entertainment, and at present it would take a roughly $2,000 PC to be able to have a similar experience on PC. He later adds he is talking about at present. If they had a fully optimized PC version, I imagine it can run on a lower cost PC, but for now, without full optimization, it would take a high-end PC to run at a similar level of performance to the fully optimized PlayStation 5 version. Realistically, even with PC optimizations, it'll still cost more to run this game on PC compared to PS5, since again, PlayStation 5 is a focused, dedicated gaming console. It was just wild to read that at present you need a $2,000 PC, but I guess when you think about it, graphics cards are expensive nowadays, really expensive, and that's only one piece of the puzzle for getting an entire PC together to play these games at a high end. But you guys let me know if you have an expensive PC rig or not. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. To subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with the power of PS5. Obviously, this is in reference to the Final Fantasy 16 optimization news. If you're excited for Final Fantasy 16 and further really well optimized PlayStation 5 titles, destroy the comment section with the power of PS5. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.